Welcome. Thanks for coming. My name is Angela Champion-Sproul. I'm the Senior Director of Development for the Schools of Nursing and Public Health and Information Sciences. So I just want to welcome you here today in the rain to come out to open up this amazing renovated space and celebrate this for the School of Nursing with our donor community, our staff, faculty, students, all of you here. I'm going to start our celebration by welcoming President Kim Schatzel to come to the podium for some remarks.
Celebration. Let's make sure it feels like one, right? Even though it's a rainy day. We all talked about it. It's a rainy day. First, I want to thank Angela for introducing and welcome everyone to the ribbon cutting for our latest renovations in the School of Nursing. I don't know if everybody remembers that this was one of the first places that I stopped during my first week on campus. So there's a lot of familiar faces that I'm seeing, as well as the fact that this was the first place that really gave me that warm U of L embrace. So I feel very much at home, and it's great to be back and looking at the space even more filled than it was then. This beautiful and dynamic space would not be possible without our guests from the Gheens Foundation and a very special anonymous donor. I'd like to welcome Barry Allen of the Gheens Foundation, who are here to celebrate with us today. Barry, we couldn't do it without you. Please, a round of applause. It's through the generosity of the foundation and a special person who supported this effort that I am thrilled to see this new space and how it enhances nursing education and scholarship at the University of Louisville. Our students need, and yes, they deserve, great academic facilities to be successful in this most rigorous program, and these enhanced classrooms and meeting spaces and lounge go a long way to supporting the student experience. Our School of Nursing is the only nursing school in our region that is part of a long-standing and truly remarkable health sciences center. Our Cardinal nursing students are educated to graduate practice ready at the RN and graduate levels, as well as educated for a career in academic nursing research. In 2022, the U of L School of Nursing, let me make sure that everybody hears this, had the highest number of bachelor's prepared nursing graduates in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. We all know about the nursing shortages that are going on within the city, within the Commonwealth, and nationally, and to know that our School of Nursing is providing fantastic graduates to be able to fill those spaces, I just think they all deserve another round of applause. Can we do that? This is also important to note because we know that a high proportion of BSN prepared nurses leads to improved patient outcomes, including reduced length of stay, fewer complications, and better mortality rates. Research has also shown that nurses who have a BSN are more proficient in making diagnoses and evaluating the results of nursing interventions. They are a strong part of a healthcare delivery team, and we're just really happy to be here to be able to recognize our nursing faculty, staff, and of course our students. The dedication on the part of our students is evident. For several years now, the school's National Council Licensure Examination pass rates have been consistently higher than the state and national averages, and similarly, our graduate students have had exemplary certification rates. It speaks to the quality of students as well as the quality, of course, of the faculty and staff that are supporting and educating them. With nearly 1,000 students across multiple degree programs, from bachelor's to PhD, students at all levels, well, they're all going to benefit from this really outstanding space. Again, thank you, Barry. Thank you to the Gheens Foundation, to our very special anonymous donor for this incredible gift and this transformational space. The impact it's making on our students, well, it's felt now, but it's also going to be felt for years to come. Thank you, everybody, and thank you again, Barry.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'm Mary DeLetter. I'm the interim dean of the School of Nursing, and it is my pleasure to lead our tremendous faculty. We have excellent staff. We have wonderful alumni, many of which are in the room, and we have, of course, exemplary students, and you will hear from one of those today. It is my pleasure to talk today about a very special honor, and that is the naming of Classroom 2022 after Mrs. Flora Ponder. Mrs. Ponder was the first of 2 African American students admitted to the Louisville General Hospital School of Nursing in 1954, I'm sorry. She went on to graduate and receive her nursing license in 1957. She was the first African American to live in the School of Nursing housing, which was at that time required of nurses in diploma hospital training. Oh, excuse me, little podium shift there. Mrs. Ponder went on to become a head nurse in the recovery room and eventually worked in the Park Duval Center as a community health nurse and a director and a leader in our community. She established what became the Louisville Emergency Medical Services, or what we know today as EMS. Mrs. Ponder was highly influential in our Louisville community, and we are so pleased to honor her with Classroom 2022. Her name is already mounted outside the door, and this plaque to my right will be mounted on the wall between the windows of the classroom so that we all may continue to honor her. She is alive still, and she's in her 90s, but she was unable to be with us today. So we're very grateful for Mrs. Ponder and her leadership in the community. It is also my pleasure to thank our donors immensely, Mr. Allen from Gheens Foundation and our anonymous donor. We enjoy these classrooms extensively every day. Our faculty love teaching in them. Our students love learning in them. And without further ado, I will introduce Ellen Tinker, our student speaker, who will give you a few words about the classrooms. And then she will introduce Mr. Barry Allen from the Gheens Foundation to finish us up. Thank you.
Sorry, I gotta raise the mic a little bit. Good afternoon, faculty, staff, students, and immensely appreciated donors. My name is Ellen Tinker, and I'm a senior in the BSN program, and now future ER nurse. Despite being diagnosed with chronic senioritis, I am the president of Nursing Student Council. From the start of my time here, the School of Nursing has felt like home. But for those of you who remember what this space used to be, it was something akin to a 1980s high school movie set. A moment of silence for the faded walls and dingy carpet. Now, it's a modern space that exudes forward thinking for the future of healthcare, from the smartboard to the noise reduction technology design. On behalf of us students, I want to say thank you to the ones who made this possible. To us, this space is the backdrop for some of the most fulfilling and challenging years of our lives, and your donation has already become priceless. As most of you can attest, majoring in nursing is quite strange. In clinical, we see the intersection of science, medicine, and compassion. In class, we learn about the body and spirit in a way that only nurses can really know. Between rotations from psych hospitals to ICUs, stacks of textbooks, and treating mannequins that can blink and have a pulse, we remember that most of us are only in our 20s and are still figuring it out. At least I am. What you've built is our home base amidst all of that. Already, my friends and I have studied, laughed, cried, and yes, battled sleep deprivation right here. And research scholars, grad students, and clinical groups have already used these spaces to grow not only personally, but professionally and in the nursing field. On a final and personal note, the School of Nursing has given me much more than a degree. I've gotten to be a researcher, a leader, a scholar, and a lifesaver. I also met my best friends here. Seriously, there's nothing like caring for a C. diff patient in clinical together to form a friendship bond. And I've had my limits tested in a way that's made me stronger. But my experience is not unique at all. I know my classmates would say the same. So, what you've invested in isn't just rooms and desks and whiteboards, it's the Cardinal nursing experience. In the future, the best of Kentucky's nurses will remember this space as where we learned to map out the cardiac cycle and either celebrate or commiserate after exams. Nursing school isn't for the weak. It's for the courageous and the bold. And as most of us know, we will continue to give and give in our careers, and rarely do nurses get back what they deserve. So your choice to support us now is an inspiration, and we thank you. In summation, these aren't just classrooms, they're training facilities. And as Cardinal nurses, this is our nest. Thank you.
Well, I feel even better about our grant after that. Well, the very existence of the Gheens Foundation since 1957 is a testament to the love and generosity of its founders, Edwin and Mary Jo Gheens, for the citizens and the institutions of this community. And there is no institution in this community whose mission is more vital to the community than the University of Louisville. And I would say that at this moment in time, there is no school within the university system whose mission is more vital than the School of Nursing. And so, Madam President and Interim Dean DeLetter, I am confident that Mr. and Mrs. Gheens would be most pleased to know of the trustees' action to support and to facilitate the vital mission of the School of Nursing in a manner that will attract, recruit, and educate nurses for generations to come. And I'm also confident that Mr. and Mrs. Gheens would be most pleased that the School of Nursing and its mission will be a part of their ongoing legacy. Thank you.
Thank you, Barry. That's so wonderful. I would like to invite President Schatzel, Dean DeLetter, Mr. Allen, and Ellen to join us for the official ribbon cutting.